Hi guys, Chuck here, KK6USY. Welcome to Ham Radio Adventures. Have you guys ever needed to get the enamel off magnet wire to do an antenna project or anything, and hate taking the your knife and scraping it off and all that stuff? You know, it's kind of hard to do. It takes a bunch of time. Well, stick around. I've got a tool for you guys from HARDELL. It's a rotary tool. Think Dremel. Oh, by the way, this disclaimer, I paid for this my own money. It wasn't sent to me, so the review is my review. All right, let's check it out. All right, this is the HARDELL Cordless Rotary Toolkit. Got this off of Amazon. We talked about this. Ape is talking how much he likes using this type of a tool to strip the wire, the coating on magnet wire off, because it's kind of a pain. And so let's just talk about what this one has. It's a 3.7 volts, 2000 milliamp hour battery in it. It's rechargeable. It's a lithium ion. It has 5 speeds. 61 accessories came with it. It has multiple functions. USB-C charging. I like that. And this is cordless. I don't know if I said that earlier or not, but this is cordless. I guess I did. And DIY first choice. Compact and lightweight, sanding, carving, grinding, polishing, drilling, and cutting. All right, let's just see what's on the back here. On the back, it just gives the specifications again. The no load speed is 5,000 to 18,000, and the collet size is a 1.6 millimeter to 2.3 millimeter. The color is orange, and the charging port is C. All right, and let's open it up. Made in China, like a lot of things. Let's just, let me see what we have here. Okay, comes in a nice little case. The case, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it says HARDELL on it. So that's the brand. Has a nice little strap here that you could, kind of put a couple fingers through it to carry it. I would just probably carry it around the side of it. So let's open it up. Kind of like the colors. Got the black with the orange zipper there. Right, let's just open it up. Here's the tool. All right, it says HARDELL on it. This is the lock here. You guys can see that. For locking this to change the bits in it. It does have a light on it, so let's press that. I did charge this thing, guys. So there's the light, and I guess you guys can kind of see that, how it's not real bright, but better than nothing. So we'll turn that off. And to turn this on, I looked for a while of course I didn't read the instruction guides, but to turn this thing off and on, it's the plus and minus. So if you want to turn it on, you hit plus, and you just hit it again. And then to turn it off, all the way back down. It's not super loud, so let's just, it looks like it will actually set up like that, but I'm going to lay it down. It actually, the side that has this is actually pretty good for setting it down so it won't roll. See what else is in the case. A nice little case. You've got your charging cord, USB A to C, so that's convenient. You've got lots of those already, but you get the little instruction booklet here. There's that. And it shows the attachments. You have this, that little charge cable, you have the case. It looks like a little wrench there. And then you get some mini cases, and I'll show those to you in a second. There's about 8 pages here. It has some facts and questions, answering some questions and stuff here. And just showing you different things here, what you can do with it, like sanding, engraving, polish, cutting, drilling, all kinds of stuff. All right, let's set that aside. Then it has these 2 little boxes. Let's pull those out. This first box, and they did come with a little rubber band around them to kind of keep them secure. Open it up. Well, I'll grab a couple things, like a cutting disc and a sanding disc, maybe, or maybe they're just, these may not be cutting. I think these are sanding disc. So it comes with quite a few of those, and There they are. In the other box, we've got the more like hard parts. You do have like a little saw blade here. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's pretty cool. There's that wrench they were talking about there. And all kinds of different little tips, like this one, you put the saw blades on, or those sanding discs. You guys can see that. Okay. And it's got a couple different, oh, some drill bits too. I guess we can drill with it. Different collet there. Looks like our spare ones. Or that's maybe those are the bigger ones or smaller ones. It's got some like, looks like a little diamond. It's gonna, you guys are not gonna be able to see this, but the tip of that has like a diamond coating on it. Then you got some that have like a, more like a stone, like you would sharpen your knife on it when you made it into a different shape. And it just has a bunch of little drill bits also in the bottom there. So I think what we'll do is I'm going to figure out what I want to use here, and maybe we'll try sanding off some enamel off of one of those magnet wires. I'll be right back. All right, I got two things out. I got kind of a sanding thing here it's basically, let's see if you get a focus there. Kind of a not a really aggressive one. And then it looks like you put those on these deals here. It just slides on there like that. So now that's ready to go. I think Ape used one of the more rigid ones, the hard ones that I showed you a minute ago. So what we're going to do is we're going to push down on this, unlock this, and then unscrew this a little bit. Stick it down in there just a little ways, and then I'm still holding it locked, and now I'm going to tighten it down. So it's just like tighten a nut, guys. It's basically what it is, a nut. And what it does is just pushes down that little collet thing. If you guys saw those, they had like little slots, and as you push it in, it tightens up. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way and bring up my helping hands. I just did a review on these, guys. If you haven't seen that review, actually it just launched today, so you may not have seen it. So what I'm going to do is I've got it on these two little arms here. I'll probably put something under here. I got my glasses on, guys, so make sure you're always safe. I'll probably start this with, maybe let's just try number 1 and see how it does. I'm going to go up one more. It is actually doing really well there. There's a screw at the end of this. I don't know if you can see it or not. Right there. And I think I was supposed to tighten that. So I will get a little screwdriver. And when you tighten this, what it does, I think, is pushes that rubber. It squeezes the rubber down to make it fit tighter, okay? So let me go to number 2 again. And I'm going to put a little pressure, hold this a little bit. I will say that one thing you don't want to do is go to the end of it. But that is really fast. And you can just turn this so you can see. It does work really well. So it is pretty fast. I don't know if you guys can see that. Nice. So now we're going to turn this off. So that works really well. That'll save some time right there. Let me see if you guys can see that. I can get my hand under it. Maybe I can zoom down for you a little bit. But it did remove that pretty well. You have to turn it around and keep doing it, but yeah, it worked really well. I put one of the tips like Ape was using, I think, and let's just see if this is not quite as aggressive, I don't think, and let's see if it how it does. I got it actually a little bit closer. Let me push this out just a little bit. This is kind of nice because you can just kind of pull these. All right, let's go to number 2 again. That does pretty good too. It's not as fast, but not quite as aggressive, I don't think. This thing is nice and small, so I mean on your desk, It would be kind of, maybe I'll print something so where I can have it something a little bit bigger and set that like that on the workbench when I'm using it, like something that's got a wider base, you know. Yeah, maybe I'll design something up like that. That would be kind of cool. All right, I just found this little PVC fitting. I'm not going to cut a lot of it. I'm just going to see if it'll actually cut in there just a little bit. And I actually just practice a little bit there. But we'll see if we can actually plunge it all the way through, and that's about what I'll do. I don't really want to ruin this. I may use it someday. This is for my sprinklers. So I'm going to go to 4, which is pretty fast. I'm going to go back to that hole. Not quite through yet. I did make it through then. Oop, it didn't like that. I was pushing kind of hard there. And you probably want it on the highest setting for this. It didn't make too bad a mess, but you guys can, I don't know if you can see it didn't make too big a mess, but you can see right here, that's all the way cut through. So for little stuff like that, I mean, I've got grinders, like 4.5-inch grinders that I cut real stuff with. But for something small, this would work just fine. I think it works great. I pushed pretty hard on it, and just remember not to do that. It is just a battery operated thing, so I mean, I've done that with my 4.5-inch grinders, but all in all, it's pretty good. What I did here is it came with this little shaft, and what you do is it has 2 washers. You go one on top, you kind of can see it maybe, and then there's another one, it's the red thing underneath there. All right. So all in all, I think this might be a good deal. I mean, I bought it mainly for stripping the wire and stuff when I'm making antennas. I mean, I did like 8 or 10 antennas one day, just rewraps, just doing different wraps and stuff when I was testing our Preside and stuff. So yeah, this should speed that kind of stuff up. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I will leave a link for this, and I'll probably say this more than once, but I will leave a link down in the description. All right, here's one more shot of the tool back in the case. Fits nice on the one side. There's still room in these little boxes for other things if you already had some parts for something like a Dremel. And then there's still plenty of room over here. I'm going to store the one I'm going to use for sanding right on this side here, so it's easy to find. All right, everybody, I think this is going to be a really good tool for me. I built a lot of antennas, as you guys know, and that enamel is kind of a pain. Sometimes you think you get it all, and you look around and you start bending it and twisting it around to solder it, and you notice that you didn't get it all. Something like this can actually probably help, even if you forget, even if you miss something. Don't forget, down in the description, I'll have a link to this. If you buy it through the link, it does help the channel. And if you want to help the channel, please use my link. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And if it did help you out, if you got any enjoyment out of it, please hit that like. If you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe. Hit the bell, hit all. That way you get all my future videos. And I got a few more videos coming out here pretty soon on a couple, like I got an antenna coming up here pretty soon. So hope to catch you guys on the airways, and 73 all.